employed or underemployed. What I mean is they're working at Taco Bell. You telling me I went to school for 4 years, bust my butt in a classroom, listen to somebody who made $40,000 and got straight A's, and now I'm working at Taco Bell? I walked across the stage, bust my butt in the classroom for 4 years, and now I'm working at Taco Bell. I owe $100,000 in school loans, and I'm making $18,000 a year. It didn't add up, does it? There's no way you're ever going to get out of debt. You're going to be living the rest of your life paycheck to paycheck. If that's for you, go ahead. That's for you, go ahead. But we listen to anywhere from people who make anything from $23,000 a year to $40,000 a year. And I'm not knocking education because I go to school to be a lawyer. But there's an old saying, do what they do, say what they say, get what they get. If you listen to someone who only makes $23,000 a year, when your life is said and done, you're probably only going to make $23,000 a year. But if you want to be a millionaire, you might want to start walking like a millionaire. You might want to start talking like a millionaire. You might want to start listening to millionaires because they know what it takes to be a millionaire. Our generation is, we came around this thing as when we graduate high school, everybody says we have to step out in the real world. We have to grow up now. We have to lose those dreams of being famous people, being millionaires, because that's not realistic. You got to go to trade school. You got to be an electrician. You got to be a carpenter. What happened to dreams? Stop buying into what society says and saying what you can't be. Because you know what people love to do? People love to tell you you can't do something that they couldn't do themselves. When they failed and they couldn't do it, they're going to tell you you can't do it. Because they don't want to have to see you do something that they couldn't do themselves. Because they're weak. They weren't strong enough. They couldn't push hard enough. They didn't want it bad enough. So they gave up. They gave up. People nowadays are signing up for what I like to call the 40-40-40. Let me tell you guys what the 40-40-40 is, right? You work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to retire on 40% of what you've barely been getting by on. How is that even possible? How does that even make sense? The average retirement age in our country is 72 years old. 72 years old. I'm going to drop a number out here. You probably not know what I'm going to be talking about. 26,365. I'm going to say it again. 26,365 days. The average person lives 26,365 days, right? That's 75 years. That's 75 years. The average age in this room is 20. The average age in this room is 20. So that means you have about 20,000 days left. And why I say that is because there's 86,400 seconds in a day. Every second that goes by is a new opportunity. Every single second. Seize every opportunity. Now means no opportunity wasted. We've been stuck doing the same thing over again. Over and over again and expecting a different result. If we do the same thing over again and expect a different result, we're stupid ourselves. Because guess what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over again, but expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. If I go up to Kroger's, I buy some chocolate chip cookies, I come home, I put them on a tray, I put them in the oven, in 30 minutes I'm going to have a chocolate chip cookie, right? Now, there's no way I can do that step by step, that same exact process, and get an oatmeal raisin cookie. Because that's not how life works. And my point being up here is, what's the difference between the person who has the dream and the person who doesn't? It's simple. One person simply woke up. One person simply came up with the conclusion that they had to do something different. They had to do something different because they wanted something different in life. They wanted something more than life. Look, don't let anybody tell you what you can't do or what you can't be. Because I promise you, they told Barack Obama he couldn't be president. I promise you that. I promise you they told Michael Jordan he wouldn't be an NBA player. I promise you they told LeBron James that he wouldn't be one of the best that the NBA's ever seen. Time after time after time. And there's going to be times when you fail. There's going to be times when you don't want to get back up, but you're going to have to get back up. Because if you keep pushing and you keep pushing, you'll get that goal. You'll get that dream. If there's no doubt in your mind you'll get it one day, you'll get it. But you got to want it. You got to want it better than anything you ever wanted in life. You got to want it better than you want to look good. You gotta want it better than you want money. Let me tell you something about people and money. People don't really want money. People don't really want money. I can give you $1 million right now, Doopy, and you really wouldn't want it. You think you do. You want to know why? People like the feeling of having money. It's just the feeling of having money. It's not even having money. Money is nothing but a useless piece of paper. No different than any other piece of paper. But it's the feeling of having money. It's the feeling of waking up and knowing you can do exactly whatever you want to do with life. It's the feeling of knowing that your family's going to be taken care of no matter what. It's the feeling of knowing your bills are going to be paid and paid on time and you don't have to stress. That worry's free. You don't want money, you want the feeling. But as a 20-year-old kid, as a 22-year-old person, people tell you you can't do it. There's a 20-year-old in this room who's going to hit a rank who's going to make like $20,000 a month with this company. When I heard that, I was just like some people out there outside of this house. No one in this house believes that. But I was like, nah, it ain't no way in heck a 20-year-old kid with no face hair is making $20,000 a month. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. There's no way that a 20-year-old is driving a $75,000 car. It's not happening. And then what happened? I went to Grand Valley. I met that 20-year-old with no face hair who was making $20,000 a month and had a $75,000 car. I'm like, yo, stuff just got real. If he can do it, I can do it. Because he's no different than me. I'm no different than you. And with that said, I don't actually know who I'm passing off to because I was so hyped. I think I'm probably passing off to my main man, Chad. And he's going to absolutely kill this. He's about to bust Star Platinum. And if you guys don't know what that means, that's the next step in this company that's doing big things. Let's go.
Yeah.